Good morning, all. I hope you're fine. Today, we are going to discuss a new topic, mental calculation strategies. Let's check a video and let's discuss how to do with the mental calculation strategies. Okay, so I'm going to share a video. Let's watch it. So, here, this is the video introduction to mental calculation strategies. Here, watch this animation to learn about mental calculation strategies. I have a question here. A girl has 489 stamps from India and 265 stamps from England in her collection. So, what is the total number of stamps from India and England? So, the question is to find the total number of stamps from India and England. So how do we find the total number of stamps? You will be adding both the number of stamps from both the countries. Okay. So here we are going to add these two numbers by mental calculation strategies. So isn't it easy for you to calculate in this way using mental addition to find the sum may be difficult. So let's look at an easier way to do it. So how do we do it? First of all, you have to break up a number into hundreds, tens and units. So I'm going to choose a number 265. How do we break up this number? We are just checking how many hundreds is there, how many tens is there, and how many units means ones. Okay, so break up your number. How many hundreds? 200 and 6 tens, which is 60, and 5 ones, which is 5. So first you have to split the number. Then what is the next step? Add with the add with 489 to get your answer. So first of all, you will be just writing all the numbers together. 489 plus the splitted form. That is 200 plus 60 plus 5. The next step is to add part by part. So here you have 489 and 200. So how will you add these two? You will be adding 400 and 200, which is 600. Then 89 is there, so 689 you are getting. Okay, then write the next two numbers together, 60 and 5. So add the next two, you will be getting here 689 plus 60, that is 749. Then you have to add this 5 with this number, then the total number of stamps will be 754. So to get the total number you will be adding. So the girl has 754 stamps from India and England. My next question is, a garden had 347 roses. The gardener plucked 173 roses to make bouquets. How can you mentally work out how many roses are left in the garden? So how will you find the number of roses that is left in the garden? So just imagine that this is your garden and you are having 347 you have 347 roses in your garden and you are going to take 173 roses from it. Okay, then after taking 173, how many roses will be there in the garden? Do you think that it will be more than 370? No, because you are taking away, which means you are finding the difference between the numbers. Okay, so how do we find the difference between the numbers? You will be subtracting. Yes. So to get the number of roses which is left in the garden, First of all, you have to find or you have to break up the number 137 as 100 plus 70 plus 3. Okay, so break up the number. Then what is the next step? Here in this question, you have to subtract. So 347 minus 100. So it's easy to minus 247 you will be getting. Then minus 70 from it. What will you get? 177. Then subtract 3 from it. It will be 174. So the number of roses which is left in the garden is 174. Okay. Next we are going to do another form like adding a number to itself. For example, here I have chosen a number 180. So I want to add a number to itself means adding the same number. So 180 plus 180 you will be getting 360. Instead of adding a number to itself, you can say that you are multiplying a number by 2. So adding a number by itself is same as multiplying a number by 2. So if you multiply a number like 180 is my number. If I multiply by 2, I will be getting the same answer which is 360. Okay, so this is we call what? Adding a number to itself is same as multiplying the number by 2. This is we call doubling of a number. Okay, so if you multiply by 2 means it's doubling. And what about finding or dividing a number by 2? What do you get if you divide 280 by 2? If you divide a number by 2, how do you get it? You will be just dividing by 2 means you will be getting here in this question as 140. Now let's multiply the same number by 1 by 2. Multiplying by 1 by 2, you will see that you are just dividing by 2, the same form, and you will be getting the same answer as 140. So dividing by 2, which is same as multiplying by 2, which is called finding half of a number. So if you are dividing a number by 2 means it's finding the half of the number. Okay. And my next question is a collector of checking dolls has 12 dolls. A friend has 6 times more. How many dolls does the friend have? So here a collector of checking dolls has 12 dolls. So the collector is having 12 dolls and her friend is having 6 times more. 6 times more means you will be finding the product of both. Okay, 6 times means that much is bigger. Okay, so just multiply. Finding the product means you will be multiplying. Okay, how many dolls does the friend have? So how do we find? Here we will be finding the answer by multiplying 12 and 6. And here by using the mental calculation means you will be breaking up the number 6 into 3 times 2. Okay, so here breaking your number as 3 and 2, then multiply the first two numbers, that is 36. 12 times 3 is 36 times 2, then it will be 72. So this is the number of friends dolls. Okay. Then the things that we have to remember, 100 is the double of 50, which means if you are finding the double means multiplying by 2, and 50 is the half of 100. Okay, so finding the half means dividing by 2 or multiplying by 1 by 2. Okay, so these facts will help you perform calculations more quickly. Then, here I have another question. Hussein spent $128 on his new bike and Malala spent 50 times more on her new car. Can you work out how much Malala spent on her new car? So what do you think? Here in this question, they have sent or they have given that 50 times more. Okay, so Hossein spent 128 and Malala spent 50 times more. What I said before, if you're finding times means multiplying. So what things will you multiply here? 128 multiply by 50. That's why. So you will be just multiplying these two. And how will you multiply by 50? Here by using mental calculation method, it is easy to find. Before multiplying by 50, just multiply by 100. It is easy to you, is it? So first you have to multiply by 100. Then the next step, find the half of the answer what you have got. So here I have 128. If I multiply by 100, what will you get? You will get here, just write the same number. Then what is multiplying by 100 means taking the two zeros. So you have got here 12,800. Then just find the half of it. How do we find the half? 12. What is the half of 12? It will be 6. And what is the half of 800? 800. The half will be 400. So your answer will be 6,400. So this is the amount that Malala spent on her new car. So far you have learned about, here what are the things we have discussed now. Here we have discussed that 50 is a half of, sorry, 50. How do we find? 1 minute. Yes. So here what are the things we have learned? If you want to find the total means you will be adding them by breaking up one of the number and you are adding part by part. And if you want to find the leftover, you will be have to subtract them. Okay, and what are the other things we have learned? We have learned if you want to find something times more than that, you will have to multiply. Then what else we have learned? Half of a number and double of a number. So double of a number means you will be multiplying by 2, and finding the half of a number means you will be dividing by 2. So these are the things we have learned. Thank you for watching. That's all for today.